I speak with Warren Sapp directly. Haters will be blocked. This video contains over 20 minutes of unsurfaced audio.
You call this conversation?
You know
You
what?
call
Like
this
you said,
conversation?
you have made your request.
I love how you interrupt me every time I get ready to speak.
Well,
Love
because
it.
you're kind of being an asshole. So I'm done talking to you.
Is that in your policy too, to speak to the public that way? I love it. Love it.
You don't have my permission to record me, just so you know.
You know you are a public servant and I can record the police in the course of their duties. You might want to get in the Constitution, Chief.
You can join the fight against corruption by purchasing a shirt. 50% of proceeds go to Coach Sapp. The other half will be used to help my subscribers obtain their body cam footage. Hit the link in description or Google SeenSatanSports.com. Okeechobee has a history of corruption, and it stems from leadership down. They violate citizen rights and work together to cover their tracks. They felt no remorse kidnapping Warren Sapp for the world to see.
Like a caged animal. And then they throw me in the back of a car, don't put the seatbelt on me. And you saw me get out of the car sweating. It's traditionally to hotbox somebody. And for a 290-pound person to be hotboxed, it's very uncomfortable.
Warren wasn't properly strapped in the patrol car and could have been injured on the way to jail. To make things worse, they kept him locked inside without AC. This is a common tactic they use to break down suspects. After the arrest, he submitted a public records request for the officer's body cam metadata. This is a detailed report that reveals how many times an officer muted their body cam. He spoke with Lieutenant Hans, who became defensive once the request was made.
Lieutenant Hans, may I help you?
Good afternoon, Lieutenant.
How are you today, sir?
No, it's morning. Good morning. I'm sorry. I'm going too fast.
That's all right. We're both going too fast.
Let's both slow down and get to something that you should know by the back of your hand, because Eric told me that you were the body cam expert over there, right?
I don't know about expert, but I am the administrator.
You know more than me, so that makes you an expert. So my question was, do y'all have like a meta database? Like, if I was the officer and I turned on my body cam, not only would it, go with the camera, but it would report back to the office that it's on. And then when I turned it off or I muted it or did anything in the process, there's a record. Is there a record?
There would be a record of that device. So each device is synced to that individual officer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So when that device goes on, the only way I know that device goes on is when I get a video. So, or it comes on automatically. Say I draw my firearm or my taser comes out, it's going to record automatically. Okay, so I don't get any kind of notification.
No. I think you failed to understand what I'm saying. All right, say you pull your gun, your body cam's on, and then you apprehend the suspect, got him in custody, everybody's safe. You're sitting there, and you decide that you and the guy that was chasing this assailant or, defendant or whatever you want to call him, the person that's in handcuffs or being detained or arrested at the time, y'all step away, and then you push mute on your body cam.
Correct.
That would register at an office somewhere that's what was done at this time, right?
Like, at that moment, like, you're on the scene, you're an officer, you 10-15 somebody, you go to talk to a supervisor, you mute the camera, I'm back here at the office, I get an alert that tells me, hey, so-and-so has muted their camera.
And that's documented.
It's all documented. It's documented on the video.
No, I'm saying I got that part, but I'm saying it's documented somewhere else. Hard.
If I were to do an inventory of the camera and pull a history of that camera, it would show you, yes, the metadata would show you, yes, it was muted here, it was turned back on here.
Yes, that's what I was asking for, the metadata from my incident that I had in Okeechobee. And that metadata has not been provided me since March.
Okay. And you did a public records request?
Absolutely.
Okay. In that public records request, you got the video, right?
I got what?
Did you get the video? You did a public records request, right?
I did a public record request for the video and the metadata.
Okay. You got the video, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's the case number? What is your name, sir? So that way I can pull the public records request.
Good citizen.
I'm sorry?
Good citizen.
And that's how you pulled your public records request, as in good citizen?
I can do it anonymously. You have a way of sending me that public record that I'm asking you for. So what's the issue?
The issue for me is I don't handle the public records request, and I know that you have to
orally state it to the public official, and then you have to forward it to your proper people.
Okay, so just so that I understand you correctly, you don't want to tell me who you are. We're trying to have a cordial conversation. Listen, I understand everyone's against the government.
Baby, this ain't against the government. This ain't against the government. I am making a public record request. I just spoke to you about the body cam. You're the expert on it.
I'm not trying to get argumentative.
No. I'm just saying what I'm doing, and you're interrupting me and then telling me you don't want to give me your name. You don't want to do this. Do you know a public record request can be filed anonymously?
No,
Lieutenant?
You know what? Honestly, realistically, I know a citizen complaint can be filed anonymously. I know that, but I would have to pull our policy and see exactly what it says to be.
Trust me on this. Trust me on this one, Lieutenant. Trust me on this one. I do public record requests way more than you do, sir. So trust me. In Florida 119, I'm going to give it to you. Florida 119, the Sunshine Act, says I only have to verbally say it to a public official. You have to jot it down, get it to your proper people, and then get me back that information. I've given you my email. I've given you my request. Are we good?
I appreciate that because you have taken me to school. I appreciate that. But I'm just trying to figure out, okay, I just simply asked who you were. You don't have to give me your name. I totally understand that. Okay?
You know what? That ID like crack to y'all, ain't it?
That what?
That ID, that identification is like crack to y'all, isn't it?
I'd be honest with you.
You're still on my name. You keep bringing it up, and then as soon as you say it and you think about it, like, well, he doesn't have to give me his name again.
You know what? I think it's just the way I was brought up. It's just cordial. Like somebody asks who I am, I just give Lieutenant Hans, your ID number.
Well, that would also be in your policy too, wouldn't it, Lieutenant?
As far as identification, sure, absolutely. But again, it doesn't. I was raised before I was a cop, so
Well, but now you're a public servant, and you have policies, rules, and regulations to live by. So
absolutely,
let's get on that.
I think I even alluded to those when I said, you know what? I don't know. I would have to look at that.
Oh, okay, all right. You are sworn. You did take an oath to the Constitution, correct?
Yes. The United States Constitution, Florida Constitution, absolutely. All articles of it. Absolutely.
All righty then. There we go.
So, you just seem...
That's that Fourth Amendment that you're asking about.
You know what? But is it an unreasonable search and seizure?
You're harping on it. You're going somewhere. You're going somewhere clearly. You're trying to go somewhere clearly that I'm not going with you, but you persist.
It could be your confrontational.
That's right.
That's okay. You know what?
You call this conversation. You call this conversation.
You call this conversation. You have made your request.
I love how you interrupt me every time I get ready to speak.
Well, because you're kind of being an asshole. So I'm done talking to you.
Is that in your policy too, to speak to the public that way? I love it. Love it.
I can't believe Lieutenant feels entitled to hang up on a tax-paying citizen. He's a public servant regardless of rank, and he needs to be reminded of that. Shirts on sale now. 50% of proceeds go toward getting my subscribers police records. The other half goes to Coach Sapp. Link in description, free shipping. Sheriff Stevens' pride and ego has infected the entire sheriff's department. The records manager is deceptive and looks for ways to procrastinate public records requests. His name is Eric Jackson, and he needs to be removed from duty. Check out this undisclosed phone call between Coach Sapp and Eric Jackson.
Dial 911. Please wait, and someone will be right with you.
Sheriff's office.
Yeah, who am I speaking with?
The sheriff's office?
And you are?
You come to the records department.
And your name would be? What'd you say, Zachary?
Yes.
Zachary. Yes. I was looking through my incident report that I have, and I can't find anywhere in the incident report where it says Coons Fair, Officer Coons Fair, badge number 734, has hit the scene, made a call, did anything. He appears nowhere in this thing. I like to speak to someone that can explain to me why doesn't Officer Coons Fair, badge number 734, appear anywhere in this incident report. Yeah.
Okay, give me a minute.
Uh-huh.
Good morning, Eric speaking. How may I help you?
Eric.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. This is Warren, Eric, if you didn't know the voice.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at my incident report here from you guys, and nowhere in this on the front where it says responding officers does Officer Coons Fair badge number 734 appear anywhere on here. I looked in the USB, and you know, whenever it's boots on the ground, it gives you a time, right? He's not on there either.
What's that? Do you have that case number by chance? Should be on the front.
I got you. Relax. 24 S as in Sam.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he wouldn't be showing on there.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere on there. Nowhere to be found. And I have something else for you. On your body worn cameras, when I turn it on, it's somewhere it reports that it's on, and somewhere that it reports that it's off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I do anything in between, there's a reporting of that too. If I mute it, correct?
That I'm not sure. I'd have to transfer to Lieutenant Hans, who's over the body cams, and he might be able to answer that for you.
Please, would you do that for me? But before you do that, so the actual radio communications of them calling into their radios is nowhere in my thing, and I asked for that too.
For the radio transmission?
Yeah, like when you guys call, I need backup, I need this. There's a radio transmission, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's recorded, correct?
Yes, sir.
I asked for those, and I didn't get those. That's what I was saying.
Okay. I don't see that in your request, but I can always add it to it.
How about this, Eric? Every time I've made these requests, I have them recorded because I did them at your office. I did it that day when Andrea was there, and she typed it up and sent you an email, allegedly, she says. I mean, I have it recorded. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. For some reason, every time I go there and I ask for something, it's not written down properly, not recorded properly, and then I get, oh, you didn't ask for that, and I have a recording of me asking it for it. That's what I was doing this morning. I said, you know what, let me just go over everything, because, you know, now I got a clear mind, the emotions is out of it. Now we can get to the facts and the nitty-gritty of what we're talking about. Because she was telling me about going to the portal, and I said, no, I would like it physically, and I'll come back to get it. That was on the 15th of March.
That's when you requested it?
Yeah. And that's when she said she'll send you the request over to you, because you wasn't in that day when I came to pick up the body worn cameras and my first public record request that was ready. First spoke to you on the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember that one? And we was counting the days from the time that, from my arrest that I gave the public record request. He waited 2 days, and then you didn't start until Wednesday on the 28th. All of that. You see what I'm saying? So I went back through my footage so I can see what I do have, what I don't have, and I don't have that from her. You don't see that email that she sent you?
No, I do. I do see it.
Oh. You missed that one?
Yes, sir. I mean, you requested...
No. These are your emails, and you're the records guy. So I would like that, because that's something I went back over and I didn't have, and I've been waiting on it for quite a while. So that's why all I'm doing, just getting my ducks in a row. So when I have this conversation with somebody else or whoever else, or I need to work it down. And I need to make a public record request now, because I don't have any, right? I canceled that one, paid for my whatever when I left the other day, so I'm clear now on public records.
Correct.
All right. So I would like the lobby video footage from March the 15th from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. I would also like the lobby footage from February the 24th on the jail side when I was arrested from 4:50 p.m. until 8 p.m.
Okay. And then I'll also include the radio transmissions in the same one.
Well, that should have been a whole nother public record on another time. That was in March, correct?
Yeah, and then you had canceled that one. So
Well, it wasn't on there. as we went down the itemized list, did you remember seeing it on there?
As far as it being provided, no.
Or that it was on the list as a request that I asked for it?
It's on there if you look at that front page.
Front page of what?
Of the request. When I printed out the request details for you, it's on there.
That I asked for the radio transmissions?
Yes, sir.
No, don't see that. No. You got a date on that? What you talking about?
The one you gave me, you said 315.
The date I gave you. What do you mean?
You said you requested it on 315.
You say you saw the email, correct?
It wasn't an email. It was actually on the request. I have the request number if you need it.
Where's my pen at?
It's the long request, the big one.
I don't know. You said you was finna give me a number. I take it because I have all of them from the other day, correct? When I left the office.
You should have all three of them.
All right.
It's R as in Romeo. If you look where it says describe the records or public records request details, you'll see date of occurrence, time of occurrence, case number, describe the records requested.
No, I will not see any date of return, anything. I'm looking at it says hourly rate, detail.
You're looking at the invoice. I'm talking about the actual request.
Oh, that's inside. That's in another side. But I got the number to go look it up. You saying that request did fall under 315, right? On that date?
Yes.
All right. That one you can send me in an email, right?
I should be able to because they shouldn't be too big.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too big, should it? No. Okay. Did I get that? Got that. And the footage, the lobby footage from my visit the other day. No, I'm saying you said it was the 17th when I was in there?
I'm pretty sure it was the 17th, yes.
See if you can get that for me, and I'd like it from the time I walked in until the time I left. Send me that footage there for me, good sir. Read that up. And let me speak.
Now, these video footages, I probably won't be able to email. They're probably.
Oh no! I'm sure you're gonna have to download it, and I have to swing by and get it for you. I know. Yeah, you can put me on the $7 USB list again, and let me know when I can come pick that up. That'd be fine.
Okay, and then can I get a good number for you?
Excuse me?
Can I get a good number for you?
What you mean?
So I can call you and let you know when it's ready?
No, you have my email.
Oh, just send it to you in the email?
Yeah, just send me an email like you did the first time and said your records are ready. And then I came up the next day. You remember getting that email and say, I'll be there tomorrow morning, right? The 14th, you sent that one on March, and I arrived on the 15th. You remember that one?
Sure.
Nah, of course not. Yeah, I'll discuss that with Lieutenant about the body-worn camera technology, please.
Sure. Just a moment.
Thank you, good sir.
Most people don't know Sergeant Ellis pulled his gun during the illegal arrest. He was sloppy and his pants fell down. He grabbed his gun trying to pull them up.
All right, I'll get it.
That's what we got, obstruction.
Okay, I'll take it.
Anybody else going to jail? No.
Nope.
All right, just get the people that's going to jail.
All right, I'm going to take it.
All right, I'll follow you.
All right.
If you're from Okeechobee and you want to share any information, email me here. 50% of shirt proceeds go to my subscribers' police records. It was eye-opening seeing Warren get his rights violated, and I want to help you get justice as well. Check out my last video where I exposed Sheriff Stevens' history. He had an affair with a younger deputy's wife before she committed suicide in 2015. Sheriff found her minutes after she supposedly shot herself in the chest. Her name was Jill Rogers. She died with a phone register to Sheriff Stevens' family plan. Just 2 days after she passed, he illegally took it from evidence. This is all supported by police documents I provided in a video. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to like and subscribe for me. I have more undisclosed footage coming Friday. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss out.